Should we like restart something?
Just give me a second.
I think it's working. But I think the audio and the visual is...
Are they working?
Yeah, it just plays different things. Hey.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to D20 Error, where we try to roll dice before one of our internet goes out or the audio doesn't work. Everything in between. Miller, you're a goddess. You're doing great. Thanks so much, you guys, for sticking with us through that. But with that being said, hello. Welcome to a very spooky one-shot version of D20 Error. My name is Kate. I'm the DM.
My name is Alice. Yeah, my name is Jess.
My name is Jules.
My name is Miller.
Yay! We did not say our characters because we are not playing our characters today. Today, we are playing a very special one-shot of the RPG system, The Witch is Dead.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun. So, this is a one-shot. Give me a second because I had the author up and I closed out of the tab at the very last second.
Sure.
Yeah, doing really good. But it's
also
by
really
the
great
same
start,
person who wrote things like The Beast and Honey Heist and Crash Pandas. It's the same author, and really, really good stuff. Oh my gosh. Where is this information? I don't know. I will find it on the break. I will post it because it's very, very cool. Oh, here it is. It's Grant Howitt, which is very, very cool.
Good job, Grant.
Yeah, Grant. Yeah, Grant.
Very,
Grant.
very cool stuff.
Grant the right, Reggie. Okay. It's done.
Yes, so we are going to be using Grant Howitt's RPG system today. It's all based on a D10, and basically, without getting into specifics, there's all going to be playing as things that you will see, and there are 4 stats for this: clever, fierce, sly, and quick. Points where it's appropriate during the game, I will ask them to roll a d10 in clever, fierce, sly, or quick, and they all have small stats based for each of them that they need to roll, and they need to roll above a certain threshold to basically succeed or fail. So 6 being simple, really easy to, and then 10 being almost impossible. So based on those difficulties, you will succeed or fail. There's also a danger component where if a task is dangerous and they fail at it, they will get danger points. And if they have to roll below the amount of danger that they're in, this will have consequences. But that's the basics of it. So do you guys have any questions or anything you want to say before we get started?
Nope.
Okay. We are going to be playing a normal campaign episode tomorrow, which is very exciting. We're going to get all together and talk about absolutely
What happened?
what happened. So if you guys haven't seen what's happened in the campaign recently, recommend checking it out. Pretty good. But without further ado, let's get started. So, 'twas a long time ago, longer now than it seems, in a place that perhaps you've seen in your dreams, where the story that you are about to be told took place in the magical worlds of old. Now you've probably wondered where good and bad witches come from. If you haven't, I'd say it's time you begun. We begin in the region of Cantel, on the continent of Elzheim, within a thick grove of the Bakusian forest. The history of this forest is steeped in magic and mystery, and there are few who travel here for fear of ghost stories and urban tales of children being snatched up and eaten by an evil witch. Nearby lies the city of Bacchus, known for their cheery demeanor and excellent dessert and tea exports. All the best and aspiring pastry chefs come to study at the Culinary University, and Bacchus sits at the hub for good food and good company. Our story, however, starts smaller than the cutthroat world of pastries and tea plantations and comes to focus about 5 feet away from a cluster of cloudberries. A group of 3 small animals travels nearby. Alice, Jules, Miller, if you'd like to describe your characters.
Okay. I am a dog. I am a I don't think of a breed. I'm a Great Dane.
Okay.
I'm called Doodles. And
Doodles?
Can Doodles communicate with the other animals?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So here's the thing. You guys can communicate with each other, like, fine. I'm saying, like, you guys can communicate fine. But in terms of communicating with other animals outside of the, your friends group, you'll see. But, like, outside of your mistress's cluster, you need to be of a similar breed. So birds can communicate with birds, dogs can communicate with dogs, cats, etc.
Okay.
So, yeah, you guys can communicate.
And Doodles is a bit of a geezer, all right? He's a naughty lad. and that's, yeah.
Sure. Beautiful.
Right.
Okay.
Jules, would you like to describe the character?
Sure. My character is a fox named Feral. He's got a red ribbon around his neck, and he's missing just the end of his tail. And that's it. It's Feral.
Okay. Miller, would you like to describe your character?
Yeah. I have my character, she's a little white hair. Her name is Kimmy. And she has 2 little bows on her ears, and yeah, she's adorable.
You all notice actually that Kimmy is holding a small wicker basket, which is partially filled with berries, as you guys are nearby this little cluster of bushes. You guys have been picking and gathering some ingredients because, as you all know, your mistress sent you out to gather these berries, and you want to do everything you can to appease your mistress. At this time, from behind the bushes and slightly above, you hear cracking of twigs and leaves kind of falling. You hear rustling and what sounds like a gentle flutter of wings and an awkward landing as it's kind of just... From behind the cloudberry bushes, you see an owl with several feathers jutting out in several locations, looking down at the group sheepishly, or as sheepish as an owl can look.
Owlishly.
You all recognize this immediately as Oscar, a recently made friend to you and your friends. Jess, would you like to describe your character?
I mean, you all know the guy. This is Oscar the Owl.
Oh my god. You fucking did it.
That's him.
All right, Oscar. Nora, having recently fallen asleep, you have taken this as an opportunity to explore around the forest. She and her traveling companion have been camping nearby for a couple of weeks. And while you love being with Nora, the tall one just sits there sulking, and you found it really, really boring after a while. Desperate for a change of scenery, you've taken to night flights. And on your second night out a couple weeks ago, you stumbled across these animals, which you immediately took a liking to. So you all know each other and recognize each other.
Cool.
So you all see as Oscar, your friend, just kind of generally peeks out, looking a little bit dazed from the awkward landing he just had.
You're right there.
I'm very well, thank you.
Hello.
I thought owls were supposed to be good at flying.
It's been a long day. We had some trouble. with-
Oh, that's fair.
Trouble. Can't be that bad.
no, it got pretty brutal.
No, are you okay?
Oh yes, I'm fine. Yes.
What about your friend, your wizard friend?
Yeah, fine. I'm sure.
Oh, sure.
Convincing?
Well, I'm here, and if she were not fine, I would not be here. So,
That's true.
Fair enough.
Would you like to help us collect some berries?
I can stand here and watch you.
All right.
You get some berries up in your wings, a little bit of, I don't know, make it a scoopy kind of thing.
And then just sort of waddle back.
My wings are for flying only.
All right.
I'm gonna take a berry and be like, here, Oscar, in your mouth, and just chuck it.
Can I catch it in my beak?
Why don't you make a quick check?
Okay. Oh, that's 11.
Okay, yeah, without a problem. Quick as an owl. You're there. You don't even have to move that much. You just kind of open, and all of a sudden, the berry's just gone out of midair. It tastes good. It's a little tangy. It's got some sweetness on it. They're orange, and they've got little flecks of brown on them, and the brown seems to be an interesting kind of burst of sweetness on each of them.
Is this where we learn that cloudberries are toxic to owls?
I hope not. Roll another character.
Okay, are we in the woods?
Yes, you're in the Bakusian forest currently in Cantail.
Should we head back, or
Have we got enough berries?
I'm looking in the little with all the berries. I forgot the name of what
basket?
basket. Yeah, look at the basket. And do we have enough berries?
Yeah. You at this point, you guys finish gathering up, and you've got plenty of berries. Enough that you can tell that your mistress will definitely be pleased. If you'd like, you guys start heading home.
Yeah.
All right. Carefully making it past the vines and roots that snake across the forest floor. Making it quickly with Oscar in tow back to the nearby cottage. You guys get to the cottage, which is a familiar it's familiar to you, but Oscar, even though you've only been here a couple of times, it still takes you aback. The exterior is rickety and dark wooded. It looks as though the rot and decay has seeped into the very foundation of this house. And honestly, it looks like it's about to topple over any minute. There are blackened vines that coil along the walls and seem to be the only thing holding the house upright. Up front, there is a garden of dead herbs and plants. with the one exception of a patch of chili peppers, which seem to be growing quite well. There is a crack, several cracks in each of the windows, and the thatched roof is blackened with mold and mildew. The door, however, is cracked open and warm light spills out from the opening.
Go in.
Yeah.
This isn't the usual state of affairs, right? It's usually in much better shape than this.
No, this
Or-
looks like
Okay, this is normal? Okay.
No.
He really loves them chili peppers. Okay.
it really does. But stepping in, the inside is completely dichotomous from the outside. The interior is bright and warm with doilies and paintings hanging on the walls and bookshelves filled with books and mugs and various vials floating from shelf to shelf. It's almost as if the inanimate objects themselves are having conversations between each other. Below the bookshelves is a simple one-roomed house with a cozy bed stuffed to the brim with pillows tucked away in a corner, a roaring fire in the middle of the room, and one huge chair that looked so cushioned if you were to sit in it, one would sink down immediately. There is a small dark green door along the back covered in runes and carvings, which you all know leads down the stairs to a small laboratory, but other than that, there's nothing that would signify this wasn't a normal cottage. The smell of cinnamon and butter wafts lovingly towards your noses and beaks. And you look over to see a young woman, no taller than 5'2", in a cheery apron and a simple light blue dress. Her blonde tresses are gently tied into an effortless bun, and her cheeks are flushed with laughter as she offers a small swallow a taste from her spoon. The room is covered in animals and small creatures of different kinds, all busy with their own tasks. Some rats are sitting above the mantel knitting a long scarf that reaches the floor. In the corner, a spider is spinning a web and adding delicate, colorful beads to each one, adding a pop of color to the room. And sitting on top of one of the bookshelves, a cat, resting their paws along the book, tail draped gently over one of the bookshelves, scanning what appears to be a recipe. There's also an assortment of toads, crows, and other furry creatures doing simple chores such as tidying up the house and helping plants grow in the window. The young woman turns upon hearing the door open, and her eyes light up when she sees you all enter. Daryl, Doodles, Kimmy, Oscar, come in, just who we were looking for. Oh, did you get what I asked you for?
Yes, ma'am. We got your berries.
She takes it, Kimmy, and gives you a little boop on the nose and says, these will go marvelously in the pie. And my goodness, they are so ripe. You all did an amazing job. These are perfect.
Oh, it was nothing.
If foxes could blush.
She looks over at Oscar and says, Oscar, so glad that you could join us again. Was it a long travel?
Yes, long day. Brushes a little bit of blood off his wing.
Oh, goodness. Come in. And kind of just picks you up gently, rests on her arm, and kind of just scritches you quietly and goes, would you like to sit down for a while? I'm sure we can. Do you drink tea? I'm sure we could fancy up a nice cup of tea for you if you'd like.
Sure, yes, wonderful, thank you.
Of course. And kind of sets you down over near the bed on one of the pillows. This bed is covered in pillows. Like, there is perhaps about 6 inches of space that isn't pillows, and the rest of it is just pillows and comforters. And it's very comfortable. And as soon as you sit down, just very comfy. So while you're waiting there, you watch as she carefully takes the berries one by one, kind of smelling them and washing them off, putting them into a small saucepan, throwing some cornstarch in there, allowing it and some sugar, allowing it to simmer as you guys watch. She makes looks to be a thickened almost jam, and then carefully takes a pie tin and pot, like with a pie crust out of the oven, carefully places it in there, adds some and begins starting on her lattice work.
Sorry, what is lattice work?
Lattice for the pies.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No worries.
You're doing a beautiful
the
job
rest of-
there. Mistress, you're doing such a beautiful job.
Oh, why, thank you, Farrell. I must say, I think that I need a little bit more work on my pies before they're just right, but I think I'm getting close.
Well, I wouldn't complain to practice. You'll share.
Oh, of course. I'm going to make sure that there's plenty enough for everyone here. And she kind of looks over and she goes, Nana, is this looking okay? And the cat, which you see is a big, fluffy, white Persian, looks over and goes, yes, it's looking fine, I suppose. And she goes, lovely. And continues working. Picks it up, puts it back in the oven, turns around, claps her hands and says, well, I think that's everyone we're going to have tonight. I've been working on some simple food, but in the meantime, are you all hungry for dinner?
Yes.
Wonderful. And she claps twice, and you watch as from the ceiling itself, on the ceiling, this large table descends that's covered in a plethora of different food. There's lots of salad and mostly vegan options, but there is a small amount of meat for the dogs, mainly those who need it. There's sweet potato and there's regular potato, there's some corn, there's all different kinds of things, all made for different people. And she goes over now as you watch, and she lifts her finger up for the small spider that's in the corner, gently takes her down and puts her next to a small bowl of sugar water. There you go. All right. Does everyone have something? Wonderful. And she goes back to the kitchen and starts cleaning a couple pots near her as well. Kind of the Cinderella in the kitchen scrubbing effect. There's bubbles flying all around her. She looks effortlessly beautiful, even just cleaning. But,
Well, what do we know about that cat? Like the one that she called Nana? Like,
Nana?
she had, Nana, not Nana, not like a granny.
No, just Nana.
Just Nana.
Yes, you know Nana well. Nana has been working with your mistress for a while. Oh, I should note, her name is Poppy. You all know that. I realize I never mentioned. She's been working with Poppy for a while and is kind of thinks that she's the one in charge, and everyone basically just lets her be. She's a little grumpy, but she means well, and she looks after all of the creatures that Poppy and has befriended.
Right.
You all have a nice dinner, and it's quite cacophonously loud. There's a lot of people, or a lot of creatures, I should say, at this one table, all feeding and feasting, all talking. You can understand everything that everyone here is saying, being that they are all friends of Poppy, and Poppy has made sure that everyone who is friends and who needs to communicate can. So you all are talking, and you see the mice and the rats are all in their corner kind of chatting away. Another hare, Jet, who's a black hare, comes up and starts talking to you, Kimmy, just kind of just casually just talking about how he recently found a bear and how he was so fast and he was talking about this race and how he beat this bear, this giant bear. You know that Jet tends to fabricate a lot of things. But he seems very particularly excited about this. But in general, just another day of just a large, happy family. Very quietly. About 40 minutes into the dinner, Poppy goes, you hear a slight ding from the kitchen, and she turns around and goes, everyone, I think the pie's ready. And she turns around and picks it up gracefully and kind of, and you watch as the pie expands to be quite large, even in her form. And she goes, I think this will be enough for everyone.
Yeah.
You all have room for dessert?
Of course.
Of course.
Wonderful. And she comes, and you watch as the food kind of dissipates away as she places this down. Says, all right, everyone. Now, what size piece does everyone like? And she begins slicing them up, making sure that everyone...
This, which in human terms is like this.
Yeah, but
Yeah. And everyone gets a piece of pie, and she turns to you. Oscar, would you like some as well?
Would you wrap mine up for me, please?
Oh, are you sure you can't stay?
I will stay. I just want to take a piece home for my friend.
Oh, wonderful. That's of course no problem. Are they allergic to nuts by any chance?
No.
Okay. It doesn't contain any nuts, but it was made in a facility. I just have nuts around here, so can never be too careful. And kind of takes it and gently wraps it up and gives it a little with, she takes it, there's actually no material around it, but kind of mimes this wrapping and with the little flourish of the ribbon, it appears almost in a box and with a nice light blue ribbon that matches her dress. And she goes, here you go. Is that heavy enough? Will you be able to carry that okay?
I'm very strong. Yes.
I know you are. All right, everyone. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And
Is there any pie left? Like,
yes,
after
of
it?
course.
All right. I'm just gonna go up and be like, oh, Miss Poppy,
Yes.
could I have a little bit more pie, please? Alright.
Of course, Doodles. Here, what size would you like?
Just a corner with the crust, that bit there.
The crust, of course. And she goes and she hits you a little bit more, and she goes, is that all right? Anything else with that?
Yeah.
Wonderful. All right, all. It's getting quite late. I think it's time to go to bed.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And she goes, now, anyone, and she turns to Oscar and she goes, I know you haven't spent the night with us before, but don't worry, you're more than welcome to. You can sleep anywhere you like. You're welcome to sleep in the bed, but if you'd like, we also have the armchair, or I know birds, we do have several, and she kind of points, and there are several kind of spokes sticking out of a wall that some crows and magpies are always already snuggling up against. And she goes, I've heard that that's quite comfortable, but it's up to you.
Oscar, is there like any like rafters in the ceiling?
Mm-hmm.
Oscar's just gonna find a perch in like a corner of a rafter.
All right. Well, and she kind of settles down. She kind of and quickly changes into the same colored dress, but just a little bit looser fitting, little casual. Her hair now has a slight bandana in it and is wrapped up and away from her face. And she goes, all right, well, good night, everyone. And you hear like a whisper from different mice and different rats. And she says, good night, good night, good night. Mm-hmm. Just little, kind of like the Waltons, just around the corners. So you all drift off into content sleep.
Farrell is like nestled as close to her as he can get.
She's like turned around several times.
She kind of just pets softly the people that are, or the creatures that are snuggled around her as she goes and drifts off.
Kimmy still has some pie on her face. She's also nestled under like the softest place in the room.
A head underneath a wing.
All right. So the morning comes. You wake up. Let me see. And you expect to be comforted by the smell of oatmeal and fresh fruits and vegan pastries. And today, you don't smell that normal smell of cinnamon butter and all nice things. You're just greeted by the soft sunlight streaming through the windows. And looking around, you notice Poppy isn't there. But that's okay. Sometimes she goes out early in the morning to get some water from the nearby stream or go pick some berries. So, not usually out of the ordinary, but it is a little peculiar that something hasn't been started in the kitchen by now.
Just wait for a while, maybe, until she comes back.
Okay. You wait for a little bit, around 30 minutes, then an hour, then 2 hours. And Poppy doesn't seem to be here.
Should we go looking for her?
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Is your mistress usually out this long in the morning?
Mm.
It's lucky normally. Interesting. I'm sure she's just gone for a walk. Maybe she's pulled one over.
We better go and get her if she's full.
We better find her then. Alright. Can you come with us? You can probably see quite well.
I can see quite well. I will have a look with you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Walter. Let's go.
All right. So you all. Whoa. Okay. Sorry, I heard there was an echo. So you all walk out onto the porch, and let's see. Oscar, since you said that you could see quite well, can you make a? Let's see. Let's make just a clever check for me.
That's an 8.
Looking out, just stepping out of the window, or stepping out of the door, you don't really see anything amiss. But then, shifting your head to the left slightly, you see just the softest, the littlest hint of just what looks to be almost like a finger, just resting gently on the porch.
Like by itself? Is the finger attached to anything?
Doesn't look like it.
I'm gonna pick it up.
You go and pick it up. Okay. Looks like a finger. It's still a little warm actually. When you pick it up, it's almost, you can feel almost what's like almost a residual heartbeat in it as the blood kind of drains down the bottom.
Can Farrell sniff it? Does it smell like poppy?
Interesting. Well, I guess you would know. It under the fingernail, you notice that there's just the slightest hint of what looks to be allspice.
Oh. Well, it looks as though your master is missing a finger, at least. Maybe she had an accident. Maybe she's fine and she just had an accident.
But she wouldn't just leave a finger on the fucking pool.
Can I see any body parts anywhere? What's that?
Can I like sniff a trail? Like
Yeah, is there like a
figure out
trail-
where she's gone?
Okay.
blood or anything?
Why don't you make a slide check for me, Farrell?
7.
7. Okay. Kind of, it's not so much as like a scent trail, but you do notice that there are kind of little dripping of blood kind of away. And you begin to follow this and trace it around the house. And behind the house, all you see is red. It's a smattering of red along this dark wooded house, along the black forest floor. In the center of all of this red, you just see what looks like a pile of goop.
Does this smell like Pompey?
Going over and looking, you see what appears to be a small tear of light blue fabric, not quite soaked in the blood.
Oh no.
I'm gonna take it with my
no.
teeth and try and like, I don't know, retrieve that little bit of fabric and just like whine a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, that's sad.
Who would do this?
I'm very sorry, my friends. I believe your master is a goop.
Oh shit.
Who would do this?
Why wouldn't we hear anything? If this happened.
I was right next to her when we fell asleep.
Do I see anything around the group that indicates how she
Make another clever check.
8.
8? Oh, good job. So you spot two things. The first thing is floating kind of away in the pile of blood. You see what looks like a small matchbook. And the other thing is, looking around, you see a bloody footprint. Just one leading off into the right, away from this.
Matchbook, like a box of matches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you go and look at it and kind of take a second using your wing and wipe off the excess blood and look, and it appears as though it's a matchbook from a bar that says Tough Cookie on it. And it's got a little chocolate chip cookie with some crumbs as a look.
Have you ever heard of it before?
Nope.
The footprint, what like size is it? And is it like a big
It's
boot or is it like a tiny shoe?
It looks as though it's tiny. However, given that you rolled an 8, it looks heavy set. So it's small, but also it looks as though someone perhaps with tiny, almost like peg legs, like a peg leg, but very heavy set.
Okay. And it's like a boot imprint?
Yes. Yeah, like a teeny little, like a boot.
Interesting.
What is it?
Well, that is a shoe, my friend. And I believe your friend Poppy had a rather larger feet than that. Did Poppy wear like Doc Martens?
Sure. Yes, we're Doc Martens. Actually, they're the vegan Doc Martens, so they're not like, yeah, they're the vegan ones, and those things are durable. So you actually find that there's some Doc Martens there as well.
Oh, so does the footprint match the kind of size of the Doc Martens?
It's actually smaller than Poppy's feet.
Well, a clue. Sorry.
Oh, she's been murdered by a dwarf or a little
Or a pirate.
gnome or a pirate.
Oh.
Yeah, with the peg leg when they walk.
Two of them?
Could be.
A very dense gnome?
A dense gnome. There's a footprint going off that way though, right? Why don't we follow that and see if we can get the bastard?
What about that other thing you found? The little, I don't know what that is, but
You know what it is?
no, I don't. But it has something on it.
Is that it says cookies?
That's cookies. Is that right, Kate? What did it say on it?
No, tough cookies.
Oh, wait, actually, that's a good point. That's a good point. Which of you guys Do any of you guys have the understand humans?
I can speak human.
That is a spell that, yeah, you guys wouldn't be able to really read. The only one who knows how to read is Nana, actually, that you know.
Well, let's take this to Nana. Maybe it has something. But then we gotta wake everybody up and tell them. And
Well, she's a goo. They're gonna find out sooner or later.
I will say you do see that there is a logo of a chocolate chip cookie with a bite taken out and a couple crumbs.
Oh, that's good enough.
I want a cookie.
Sorry,
Well-
this box of matches with a logo of a cookie on it.
yeah.
Okay.
There's a village nearby, isn't there? Like some sort of town.
Do you recognize this picture on the box?
Well, I'm wondering if we went into town and looked for that picture, if we might be able to find whoever has these tiny little feet.
Yeah. Or we could. Well, is there only one footprint leading in that direction?
Maybe.
There's nothing after that. There's no trail.
Not as far as you can see, no.
Did they kill her on a pogo stick?
They did now.
Oh my god.
Right, let's go into town.
But okay, Poppy never lets us go into town for a reason, right?
I'm sure
Things are bad.
sneaky. It's important we find out what happened.
Yeah. We just got to be very careful, right?
Yeah, we've got to be careful.
Humans are bad.
Is there anything else like that shows? Like, is there a can we see like how? Sorry, how like Poppy came out of the house, or like, is there anything that shows Poppy's like path?
Yeah. That's a good question.
I'll say you guys have rolled clever high enough. By backtracking, you see that there are slight steps, and honestly, this porch and this house, the exterior are really old and decrepit, so it's pretty easy to see there are simple Doc Marten soled shoes footprints leading out of the house, down the stairs, and around the porch. It appears as though there was a slight scuffle around the side of the porch, and then there are drags to the back of the thing before the blood village.
Well, it looks like there was a commotion here, and she was dragged and then turned into goop. I've never seen that sort of magic before. Who turns someone into goop?
A pirate on a pogo stick. That's who.
Oh, fucking fun.
It might be a lady.
We've got to fucking find him, her. Then I've got just anyone.
I have a question. Why are we going after this person other than like a retribution? Is there something we can do?
Well, it's up to you. I'm very sorry for your loss, but I not about to risk my own life. I have my own past to get back to.
Kimmy, I will note, when they say why would we go after this person, you remember a very distinct legend, a tale, if you will. That you remember Poppy sitting in her little laboratory once with you, and there were books sprawled out everywhere. And you saw she turned the page, and you were going, "What's that? What's that? What's that?" over and over again, and she was politely explaining everything to you, being very patient. And one time you went, "What's that?" She goes, "Oh, that's a secret spell. It's if something were to happen, if someone were murdered in a very egregious way, the legend says that if you bring back the murderer's eyes, for lack of a better term, that they could come back to life. And you went, oh. And she turned the page. What's that? And she started telling you about a recipe for butterscotch that can make people fly.
I love that it's like pie, butterscotch, murder, more butterscotch.
Yeah.
Very good.
No one should take this one shot seriously. That's exactly what she says. Actually, when you flip to the next thing, you go, "What's that?" All right, and then
Flashback. Guys.
Yes.
So, Poppy told me once that there's a legend. All we gotta do is get the pirate pogo guy's eyes, and she'll come back to life.
Okay.
Let us do that.
Yeah.
She could come back from this.
Apparently, she was explaining a book once to me. Hang on. I'll go get it. I'm gonna run and just find the book, rip out the page.
Kimmy is the fastest thing in this forest, and in no time at all. Kind of like the Flash, like
Naruto running.
or small. No, not the Flash. That's too serious. Let's go with like Smallville, kind of aesthetics of just like, and all of a sudden, Kimmy's back, but now she's holding the book.
Yeah. I'm gonna open it to the page and just like rip out the page that we need and just shove it in there.
Oh no, not the book ripping pages. That's terrible.
You know what's worse? Dead witch. So,
Oh, that's
It
so
says
sad.
right here.
Well, I can't read, but
Yeah, I can't either. I don't know.
It has a very illustrative drawing though, with the eyes and the.
There's
Yeah.
actually a very cute little doodle of eyes with a little stuff out of the back.
Sorry, share what my cat looks like right now, which is
Very
Bad.
cute.
Should I show the stream then?
please.
Okay, let me see if I can find out how to do this.
Anyways,
okay, yeah. Let's
let's find this Pogo pirate and tear his eyes out.
Fine.
Yeah.
okay. You all know the town is about half a mile away. It's not that far. However, to get there, there's a very large open field between from this side and this side. Crossing this, I need basically everyone's gonna make a quick check. This will be a dangerous check for everyone except for Doodles.
Oh, okay.
So, what does that mean? The dangerous
Yeah, what
thing?
is the dangerous again?
If you fail, then you add a danger point. And if you ever roll your equal to or lower than your danger point, then there are consequences.
I got a 5.
I got 11.
I got
Okay,
12.
12.
7.
Also, really fast, I'm just gonna show the stream what Jules' cat's like.
1 point of danger.
Oh, good.
Everyone else doesn't.
Damn it! Wait, was I the lowest?
The ability was an 8. Alice got a 5.
Oh, but she's a dog.
It's
Okay,
not dangerous for her on account of how large she is.
I see.
Large.
I'll say.
I also think that this is important, but I still have her finger.
Okay. Good to know.
Okay.
That's actually very good to know. Thank you.
I bought a piece of fabric that I retrieved along with me as well.
Okay. So, as you all are crossing this open field as quickly as you can,
Okay, thank you.
all you see is a large shadow above you. And just here. And hear what sounds to be the approach of a very, very large winged thing slowly getting closer and closer and closer. You all pick up the pace and go fast and end up making it to the other side of this field. But not before, Farrell, you feel just the slightest bit of sharpness along your tail. And you feel something scratch against it. Looking back, you see as there are 3 lines where there is no longer fur along your tail.
Why is it always my tail?
Do we see what it is?
You can turn if you turn around really fast and look back, and what you see is a gigantic eagle-like creature.
Oh shit.
Mostly what you see is talons, actually, from how large this creature is. It's looks like, oh gosh, I'm trying to think. You know the Pokemon?
Oh my god.
Okay. Anyways, it's about
that Rescue Us movie.
yeah, basically like that in terms of size.
Okay.
Narrowly misses you. But other than that, you continue on to the town of Bakus without any issue. Getting to Bakus itself, you look around and basically what you see are very large circular gates. And they seem to be lined and made of stone, of a nice pale white stone with kind of bushes underneath lining. You can just see from this, you see a second gate in the interior of it, a bit higher up, lined with a similar stone, and up on the top, you can see what appears to be a circular building topped with torches that are always consistently lit. And all of it seems to be of a similar color, and it's all covered in a fine layer of almost squishy looking substance, but it makes all of the walls seem very glossy and clean and professional.
Is there anybody guarding the gate? First one that we see.
Yes, there are. There are. You look and you see you hiding. You guys are at the edge of the forest, and then there's like a little bit of a gap before this gate. You see that there are 2 very small looking, almost garden gnome looking creatures. Nice big red cats, the classic, standing there in what appears to be a uniform. They're both matching. They've got the red caps. They've got what appear to be like kind of blue looking overalls and simple white shirt with a nice emblazoned button right here. One of them's holding what appears to be a fork, and one of them's holding what appears to be a knife. And they're both like a large looking thing, and they're both just standing there, not moving.
Farrell inspects both of them for peg legs and or pogo sticks.
Like you go up to them?
I'm just like looking from afar, trying to see if they have peg legs.
You don't see peg legs. However, the only thing you notice is that they have very small feet. They're quite short, about maybe 1.5 feet, 2 feet tall.
What are you thinking?
Farrell distrusts all small things now.
That'll be interesting.
I'll look at every gnome for a peg leg.
So, should we just go up and ask them if we can go inside?
Well, they might take kindly to a dog, but foxes aren't exactly welcome around most folk.
I'm very charming. I could go up, distract them. They could give me a bit of a pet, and then you guys sneak on in.
That could work.
Can we speak to humans? Or humanoid?
But don't you think that would take them more by surprise than is necessary for this mission? We'd, speaking speaking animals?
We don't have to speak. We can just go up and act cute.
I like the dog's idea. We can go be cute and we can sneak in while they're off their guard, so to speak.
Question: how does one be cute?
No, I'm
Well,
right. You guys are gonna.
I mean, just fucking take a look at Kimmy.
Yeah, that's.
I've never perfected it myself, but the bows.
right? Thank you.
Like puffs up his feathers really, really big, and he makes his eyes pupils like dilate, so his eyes are like
That's
black.
pretty good.
Look at you,
I think if you
Charlie.
just decorated yourself a little bit like Kimmy, you'd be perfect.
Don't. Oh, I'm gonna take out my spare bow.
And I just hold the leaf in my beak.
I'd give you my ribbon, but Poppy gave me this.
So you look like a rowlet. Yeah, rowlet. That's a cat.
I'm
Oh my
tying
God.
My spare bow. So like Oscar's little bow tie now.
Like,
Here you go.
We'll be like, I'm an owl. I'm adorable.
I'm an owl. I'm adorable.
Oh,
That
maybe not.
was
Right talk.
bad.
Yeah, let's leave the cutin to the dog here. And then we'll do a little sneaking.
But you still look lovely.
You do. Yes.
Well, off you go then.
Okay, so are you walking up to the gnomes?
Yeah.
Okay. As you do, they go, ah! They both hold out their fork and knife.
Oh.
As you walk towards them, you notice that you are about a foot taller than them,
Whoops.
standing just like on all fours, not even.
Okay, I'm gonna sort of sit down on my hind legs, cock my head that way, and be like just try and be as cute as possible. Woof woof woof.
I'm gonna need you to make a. Oh gosh. Let's make this a slide check.
Oh my god,
There's not really a cute check.
that's a 2.
Okay, I was gonna say also just a heads up that this is dangerous. So at a point of danger.
Oh wait, I'm adding a danger.
Yeah.
Right, nice.
They kind of. What is he doing? The other goes. And one of them goes and takes the one with the fork just gently. And starts, and they both start going after you, kind of like, get away.
While they're distracted, can we be sneaking in behind them or something?
All of you make a slide check, and this is dangerous.
You know, sly fox is a phrase, and yet I only have +1. Blah.
Ooh,
Hey,
It's like legend.
11.
okay.
8.
9. Okay. So while you all watch as your friend is getting injured and with these
Guys.
Doing a wonderful job. Well done.
knives, you guys all sneak past. You, Pharaoh, you almost get caught, but it's kind of like they've got, one of them has long hair-ish and kind of just tosses it back, and you're right there. And they continue going. And so 3 of you are inside. Doodles are still being stuck with these things.
Can I try and double back behind them and either get in the gate or knock them over and then get through the gate? They're small.
So the knocking them over would be a fierce check. Trying to get around them would first make a quick check if you could get away from them. And by the way, all these are dangerous.
Oh, 6.
Okay.
Don't be not.
Oh no.
Yeah. At another point, but to knock them over, make a fierce check now.
6.
Okay. I mean, they're really small, so that one wasn't difficult. So trying to get away, it doesn't work. You are going back and trying to get away from them, but you do manage to barrel through them, and you kind of hear the sound effect for pins being knocked over in bowling, just kind of as they both fall down to the side, and you barrel through them through the gate into the city of Bakus. I will say the gates are open, and they are now getting back up and starting to chase after you guys.
When I see these guys, I'm like, let's go, 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 go. They're coming up. They're coming after.
Oh shit, okay.
I'm just looking for cookies while we run.
Okay. I love that that's a phrase that was just uttered. So on the inside, you see that it is basically the street there are shops on either side, and it curves around in what looks like a huge circle. You pass by several shops. Some of them have whisks on them. Some of them have kind of like cakes. Some of them have croissants. Some of them have pastries. Some of them have ice cream. And eventually you do spot one. Actually, everyone make a clever check. Well, actually, okay, first, everyone make a quick check. A dangerous quick check.
12.
5.
Okay, so another point of danger for Farrell.
Great.
Point of danger for Oscar.
Could you explain the danger points? How many points of danger are we allowed?
You can have technically as many danger points as you have, but if you ever roll equal to or below your danger, then
So technically, the more points of danger we have. Oh, got it. Got it.
There it is.
I got a 9.
A 9. Okay, you're fine. So there was a 5, a 6, and what did you roll? Farrell, what did you roll?
Oh, I rolled a 5.
You rolled a 5. Kimmy, what did you roll?
I got a 12.
Okay, yeah, you're fine.
Damn.
Yeah.
So Oscar and Farrell, you guys are falling a little bit behind, and you feel a little bit of pokes and prods as these gnomes behind you. You hear one of them say, "Gob, they're over that way." And he said, "Well, stop her." And they continue to go. So you guys are running. Are you trying to hide from them? Are you trying to find the tough cookie?
Yeah.
Okay. So are you trying to hide, or are you trying to find it? Because we got one or the other right now.
Maybe let's hide and wait for them to get off our tails, literally.
Everyone roll a slide check, a dangerous slide check.
Ooh. 8.
Finally a good roll. I got 10.
Okay.
I rolled
Wow.
a danger.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 1.
Plus?
No, I'm at 2 danger. I've got no pluses for slide. I'm at 2 danger.
Kimmy, what did you roll?
I rolled an 8.
Okay. So the 3 of you duck behind an alleyway.
2.
Oh wait, Oscar, you rolled a 2?
Yeah. Well, I rolled a 1, and plus 1 is 2.
How many?
What's your danger at?
My danger is at 1,
Oh.
so I'm okay. But I take another point of danger.
Wait, what did you roll?
1.
You rolled a 1.
Yeah.
But you plus something.
But
don't
I
you?
plus something, yeah? So it's actually 2.
Do natural ones mean anything in this system?
So wait, yeah, does it?
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to
Oh
you.
my god.
But Alice, you rolled a 1 with no multiplier.
I rolled 5.
Okay. So, Oscar, Kimmy, and Farrell. You all are running, and you run and duck in an alley. Doodles, you don't see them, and you keep running, and keep running, and keep running, and keep running, and you guys all, and the gnomes chase after you, and you all wait for a minute, then 5 minutes, then 7 minutes, and it looks as though Doodles got lost or something else, but Doodles is no longer with you guys. Alice, can you roll a new character for me, please?
Alright.
Doodles is fucking gone. Like gone.
So cute.
Alright.
You did the cute thing so
Hi,
well.
Doodles.
What'd you roll?
The same animal as someone else.
What?
Like, can it be the same animal as someone in the current party?
What'd you roll?
A hare.
Yeah, that's fine. And then what's your spell? What's your spell?
It's conjure dinner.
Ah,
So you
hell
guys
yeah.
all are waiting in this alley, and it looks like Doodles isn't coming back. And all of a sudden, you see as this small hare pops up near an alley. Describe your new character.
Okay, my name is Jemima, and I'm like really cute, but I'm not as cute as Kimmy, but I've only got one bow, and I'm like a black. Wait, no, what colors could hares be?
Whatever you want.
I'm like a dark brown, and yeah, like I'm super bubbly, and I'm like, hi,
Jemima? Is that what you said?
Jemima, yeah.
Okay. You guys all see as your good friend and one of Poppy's cohorts, although you haven't seen her in a couple weeks, all of a sudden Jemima's in this alleyway.
Hey, oh my god. Oh my god, Kimmy! And then they go over.
Oh, all very high pitched.
I was on holiday, and that's why I haven't been home for a bit. I like took a vacay. But like, what's going on, you guys? What's happening?
Poppy was killed by a pirate on a pogo stick.
Oh my god, no.
Well, we're not sure about the pirate part or the pogo stick part, but we're looking for someone small.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
I know, and I have her finger.
Yeah.
Like, really gross. But can I see it?
Yeah, sure.
It's not a carrot. I know it looks a little bit like one, but don't be mistaken it.
Why didn't you?
thought it was one.
I know you did. I saw you sort of gnawing at it a little bit there.
No, okay, someone take it back. Hi,
Have I been around enough?
yeah, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know who you are. Hi, who are you?
My name is Oscar.
Oh my
I am new to the party.
You got such a cute owlish accent.
Oscar, did you just fucking bow to Jemima?
No!
I think someone's going to cry.
What are we doing? Are we like trying to find her? No, trying to find something? I think it's
We need to take out the murderer's eyes and bring him back.
hell yeah. Okay. Hell yeah.
Let's go, Jemima.
Do it.
Okay. So, looking around one last time to see if you spot your companion, not seeing him nor the gnomes, you all continue your search for the place with the cookie. So everyone make a clever check for me. This is not dangerous.
Ooh, 11.
11.
4.
Yeah.
Two heads got 4.
Really?
You guys are so stupid.
Oh my gosh, no, but I love her. So, looking around, eventually it takes you almost all the way back, about 3/4 of the way across this first inner circle. You spot what looks to be a little banner with a cookie and the similar logo.
Does the shop look open?
Yeah.
Okay. I go inside.
Oh.
Okay. Do all of you go inside?
Sure. This seems like a bad idea, but
It's a
You all-
cookie shop. What could go wrong?
we're animals. We're not welcome.
You all walk in.
We're going.
In.
Still a better plan than our last session.
Oh, dear.
Anything's a better plan than that.
Oscar walks in, and immediately you feel a broom in your face as it. And feel like, get out of here! And you just see, like, and just like screaming and just like.
Fly up into
And,
the balcony away from her.
Oh, you just hear human or like common screeches. You don't know what this person's saying actually. As it just. I don't know. That's my.
Away. I can hide away from her.
What?
Is there like a space up in the roof that I can hide away?
Looking around, it's actually really, really short in here. Looking around, you see that really fast. All the patrons, no one is above 2 feet here.
Okay.
While we're in here, could I see any kind of like back door, like from like as sort of behind the bar or behind anywhere?
Yes. I mean, there's to the back kitchen.
Yeah.
I'm going to call out to the others, go look around, I'll distract her, and I'm just gonna like fly around her face.
Okay. Make a dangerous quick check.
Oh, is it 8?
Okay. So you begin flying around and you just hear this woman screeching and trying to hit you. Ends up she almost gets you. You land for a second on one of the patrons' heads and she goes, and right as you get that, you leap away and she hits the patron in the head. But the rest of you make sly checks for me, please.
Farrell is specifically looking or smelling for anyone that smells like his mistress or like the matchbook that they found.
Interesting. Okay.
Sly, you said, or clever?
10. Okay. Sly.
Sly.
I got a 3.
Nice.
Killing it.
What'd you get for Sly?
Oh, holy character was so.
Me?
Yeah.
8.
Okay. So you guys are all able to make it back and kind of into the back. Looking around, or smelling around, I should say, doesn't smell as though you don't smell poppy.
Do I smell blood on any of the patrons?
No, you do not see Poppy Battenberg or any of her. You don't smell anything of her. Oh, yeah. Her full name's Poppy Battenberg. Did I not say that?
No, but it's
Her
fine. I
last
love
name
her.
is Battenberg.
Can I have a look around and see if there's anyone who looks like they've committed a murder? Looks really shifty.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
No
go
one-
underneath and look
No
for
one smells
tiny-
like blood. There's no blood spattered boots or like, I don't know, death smell on anyone. No? Okay.
Did you want me to? Sorry. Did I need to roll?
Yeah, would you roll?
Oh, shit. Is it clever?
Yeah.
That's a 3.
Oh, boy!
You're rolling.
I'm rolling like you.
Everyone, it's kind of weird how cheery everyone looks. And actually, even looking around in the bar, you notice that there's no alcohol. All it is different kinds of milk on tap. And they have a bunch of cookies, assorted cookies in different jars up where there would normally be expensive liquors.
Do I see anyone with small feet? Can I just like inspect and see anyone who has small feet, head
Yeah.
legs?
They're all
Everyone-
gnomes.
Everyone has small feet. They're
Great.
all garden gnomes.
Cool. Awesome.
Is it? Oh. So, sorry. I might have missed this. So at the beginning when we were looking at the footprint, was it like actually round like a peg or was it just small?
It was small.
Okay, cool.
But
There was one of it.
was also heavy set.
As in, like, it was a deep footprint.
It was
So
like
we're looking for a really large garden gnome. The chubby boy. Okay. Are any of them chubby? Or particularly dense looking?
It's a bar that serves milk and cookies, so you
Yeah.
see a couple people that look like regulars.
I thought you would say that. Do either of them look like murderers?
Everyone looks very, very chewy. They
Are
all.
they-
I mean,
are they-
I'll be a little bit perturbed by the fact that an owl about the size of them is flying around.
Are there any other animals in here?
No.
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 I don't think there's anything.
Is there? Can I see another matchbox that matches the one that we have?
Or is anyone
Something
smoking?
that would be.
I'll say that you are flying around trying not to get hit. So I'm gonna say until you break out of that particular thing, I'm not gonna let you make any other checks.
I was gonna say, is anyone smoking?
Oh, interesting. Sure. Yeah, sure. There's a small. It's not actually smoke. It's what it is. Rather, is there is a small, almost teenaged-looking garden gnome that seems to be vaping.
Oh my!
So nothing that would use matches though.
There's candles.
Can I tell who is the person chasing Oscar around? The person who owns the establishment?
Looks like it, yeah.
Okay.
I turn to the other two, like, maybe we should go because I don't think I don't know how long Oscar can stay up there.
Yeah, but this is pretty much our only lead. We need to get something out of it. I don't know what though.
Maybe we
Should
can
talk to someone?
I can talk to someone.
I can too.
Oh, will one of you bloody talk to someone?
Hello, I'm gonna say in the tavern, and I'm gonna jump on the table, take out the finger, and be like, "Hello."
Are you casting talk to human or are you not?
Yes.
Okay, so you cast speak human.
Yes.
And you say,
Hello.
all the patrons, including the vape, except for the vaping teen, actually stop and kind of look at you. The vaping teen kind of looks and is like, "Yeah, I've seen this before," and continues vaping.
What should I say next?
Maybe say something along the lines of, "Did any of you murder a witch recently?"
Did any of you murder a witch recently? I have her finger. I just want to know.
maybe say what your name is as well.
My
Yeah, tell
name
me.
is Kimmy.
Could you also tell me stop attacking me?
Please stop attacking the owl. She's my friend.
Roll a clever check for me, please.
Oh my god.
9.
Okay. Upon hearing this, one of the one that's whacking goes, "Oh, stop attacking the owl! All right." And then
Thank you.
wait, and they all kind of look at you like,
What else should I say, guys?
Reiterate the witch part, since they seem to have missed that.
"Learn to speak."
It's so we know a witch. We know spells. And the weirdest thing happened this morning. She was killed and turned to goop.
You know a witch,
Yes.
and she died this morning.
Yes. Goop.
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 I'm sorry. I'm just a bit confused. Why would a bunch of animals walk into a milk and cookies bar?
Good question. Who has the matchbox?
That would be the dog.
Shit.
Just tell her about it. Just tell her about the matches.
Okay, so we found a matchbox that had this pub logo on it.
Logo, yeah.
Well, I'm certain we get lots of patrons here at the Tough Cookie. I wouldn't know.
Ask if anyone knows Poppy.
Do any of you know Poppy Battenberg?
Everyone kind of is, you see, as all the garden gnomes kind of look at each other, kind of just like,
No.
look a bit confused. And she goes, well, I wouldn't know much of any sort of, we don't know. We do have one shady patron, but and she kind of, all right, all of you get back to your business. I'll talk to the creatures.
I'm a
Is
hare.
that offensive? I don't know. Kind of takes you aside and goes, look, if anyone asks, Nilla didn't tell you anything, but you didn't hear this from me, okay? But there's a fellow that comes in here several times a week. A bit shady, like, always gets the same order. A chocolate milk, a 3 almond biscotti. Sits in the same booth every time. Sometimes people come in and visit him. I heard him mention that he frequents the Temple of Godiva. Maybe you could find something there. Wouldn't?
Okay.
He's always wearing a trench coat and a brimmed hat. I never can quite tell. I don't know what he looks like. Just that he's tall.
Feral casts Speak with Humans and says, did he have a fucking peg leg?
Yeah, that's Feral.
Okay.
Oh, hello, I'm Feral.
Hi, I'm Nilla Wafer. Nice to meet you.
He sort of boops her hand with his nose, I guess. I don't
Right.
fucking have hands, I'm sorry.
All right.
Okay,
Sorry, that really messed me up. What was the question?
I've forgotten it too now.
Oh, you asked if they had a peg leg.
Peg? Yes, that does sound familiar, actually.
What?
Are you? Hold on, this is Miller. What the fuck?
Is he chubby? Or dense?
I don't judge people based on
I'm not
this.
judging either, it was just a very deep footprint.
I don't know. He wears a trench coat and a hat. I can't quite tell. It's quite baggy.
Well, maybe it's a very heavy trench coat.
Do you, 2 questions. First, you don't know his name. Just what he looks like. Okay. Did he ever have a pogo stick?
He always pays in gingerbread. I don't what
Pogo stick.
glow stick?
Pogo
Glow
stick.
stick. I mean, lots of people get the jitters and start hopping around after they've had enough cookies. They usually cut them off, but they don't know about any sort of pogo stick. Maybe.
He's not our guy.
That sounds like some creature that people used to talk about that, like, used to scare children into their beds.
What creature?
Oh, it was a creature. I don't know. It's a Pillsbury.
A pills what?
A Pillsbury.
Did it liquefy people?
Pillsburrito.
Oh.
Have you seriously not heard of the Pillsbury Doughboy?
We're fucking animals. Literally animals.
We don't leave the house much.
There's a mysterious figure. His name is Pillsbury. I don't know if he's a boy, but everyone calls him Pillsburrito. And
He sounds very scary.
Bill's burrito?
yes, the
Whoa.
Pillsburrito boy. Have you heard of him?
What does he do?
I told you not to take this seriously.
You've been talking for a very long time. What is she saying?
Oh, she's talking about a boy who's a burrito and eats pills.
Something like that. That's what I got too.
He goes and hops from town to town, and I don't know. It's not real. Honestly, it's a story that goes bump in the night. I'm sorry. This is weird. This is strange. What?
Well, we're animals who can talk. Anything can happen. I mean,
This is messing with my head.
Listen,
Church.
our mistress went bump in the night last night. I think it would be related. So anything you can give us about
Good
Rose
job.
Burrito.
No.
Okay, well,
you know what? They just focus on this.
So like,
What about the man with the peg leg?
no. He doesn't have a pogo stick. It's not him.
Peg leg!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's who we're gonna go after.
Yeah. Hey, let's go!
It was lovely talking to you.
Now, listen here. Do you have any sort of... You got any way to pay for it?
For what?
Seriously?
What?
Did I get all this information to you and you're not going to pay me anything?
You think... How is an animal? Yeah.
Do you take fingers?
Animals?
I have a finger and I have bows. You can take either one.
Bows.
I'll take the bow.
Wise choice.
Thank you.
It's just me, boy.
Oh my god. We're gonna... Okay. And she kind of looks a bit... she's just like, oh my gosh, get these animals out of here. And she's like, okay, no scat.
Thank you, lady.
Mm-hmm. Get out of here. This is breaking so many health codes. Please leave.
Oscar leaves.
Yeah, we're out of here.
Okay.
Okay, so we're looking either for the Pillsbury Doughboy or
Pillsbury Doughboy.
a Pillsbury Doughboy. Or a shady patron who may or may not be at some place called the Table of Godiva. We can't read, which might be a problem. Temple of Godiva, I'm sorry. Is this like a Godiva chocolate?
yeah.
Maybe. Okay, sure.
I don't know what you're talking about. I would never use copyright.
I was thinking Lady Godiva, but...
Yeah.
It's either a temple of the chocolate or naked horseback ladies with long hair.
Try find a chocolate horseback naked person. Like, are we gonna just try and find it?
Has Oscar heard of the Temple of Godiva before?
Make a clever check.
With danger.
With danger.
With danger. No.
13.
13.
Yep. I rolled a 10.
Wow. Okay. So what you know of this town is that it is a devoutly religious town. They all worship. Well, it's a university town, so you know that the biggest thing is the university in the middle of this town. But outside of that, the other thing is that they worship a goddess called Godiva, who's also known as the Dairy Queen, or the Queen of Dairy.
Of course.
And you know that she's revered as the patron saint of this particular culinary town.
Well, shall we find a temple?
Alright, so does Oscar know the general direction of where the temple is?
You haven't been here. It's just, this is from what you've heard. You've heard at one point Nora be like, oh, we're close to the town. I can't do Nora's voice. Like, oh gosh, I can try. I'll do Ren's voice because Ren's easier. Ren, we're I feel so judged.
I'm ready.
Mhm. Oh, this is near the town of Bacchus, I think. It seems to appears as though maybe I think I recall them worshipping some strange deity. I don't know. It's dumb.
Very derogatory. I love it.
This is pre-campaign, so I was going for
Extra depressed.
yeah.
Just Eeyore up the wazoo.
Oh, emo.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, Oscar relays this information to the group.
Okay.
Cool. These people are strange.
Indeed.
But
Well, like the Dairy Queen sounds nice. Nice.
sure. Let's find this temple.
Okay. As you guys go to find this temple, let's take a quick break.
Woohoo!
So hope you guys are enjoying it. We'll be back in, let's say, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'll make us go on break. Hang on.
All right. No worries. Thanks you guys so much. This has been fun.
Are we back? Is the audio? Yeah, we're back.
Yay!
Woohoo!
Okay, so last we left off, we had just exited the tough cookie after, so Jemima, Kimmy, Farrell, and Oscar just exited the tough cookie after talking to Nilla Wafer, and having had a bit of an interesting interaction with her, are now sitting out to the Temple of Godiva. So everyone make a clever check for me to try and find this. Not dangerous.
11.
So well. 8.
5.
4.
11.
Okay. And then, wait, what did you roll, Jemima?
4.
Oh, I missed one. I got 8, 11, 4, and 5. Okay. So with Farrell leading the way, Farrell, you get the scent of something almost chocolatey. It's rich and dark and laced with just a little hint of salt. And it smells, it's quite nice. And you find it's actually coming from the second tier of this city.
I'm zooming.
It's a 3-tiered city. And yeah. So you find kind of almost back around, there are 2 pathways up, 2 stairs that lead up into the second tier. So you can take, there's one on the right and one on the left. And there's one also up the middle. So it's kind of like that. Which one would you like to take?
Can I tell if one is less populated by guards or
The
people in general?
one on the back left, so this one
Mhm.
is looking around. The back 2 seem to be the least populated. The 2 in the front are more. The one in the front is very popular. It seems to be the main entrance.
Okay, let's take one of the side back entrances. The right one? Does anyone care?
The right.
Good.
Okay. So you guys all run up the right, trying to be. Can everyone make a slide check for me? Actually, just
10.
6.
What?
4.
4, 5. What was Oscar?
6.
6. Okay.
Killing it.
So actually, as you guys are going, Farrell and Jemima, Oscar and Kimmy, you guys go without any problem. It's just as you're about to go up the stairs, Jemima and Farrell, you all just hear you hear a kerfuffle behind you, and you hear a deep voice, kind of just, whoa. But I'm just going to pretend like if you guys aren't understanding what they're saying, it's just going to sound like kind of like the trumpets, like the adults in Charlie Brown. It's going to be similar. So you just hear behind you. And as a gnome is running up to you all.
I'm going to yeet away if I can.
Off away.
Yeah, we're going to try and run.
Okay, everyone make quick checks for me then.
7.
Wow.
Ooh.
Fucking killing it.
Is a 0 a 10? 0 is a 10, right?
Yeah,
10 plus 11.
nice. And what'd you get, Jemima?
4.
4? Okay. I didn't say it was dangerous before, so I'm not gonna hold that to you. You don't have to add a point. But the 3 of you get out of there, but Jemima, you feel just on your little fuzzy tail, you feel a little pull. And you look around as this gnome the small little gnome has grabbed a hold of you and is trying to pull you back.
I'm gonna turn and be like, "That's really rude," and I'm gonna cast conjure dinner, but on his face.
What kind of dinner?
Just like chocolate eclairs and stew, so he can't see.
Okay. So yeah, it's just on his face. He goes, ah, or I'm sorry, you hear,
Sorry, but you shouldn't have like grab my tail, and then I'm gonna run.
Okay.
Can I catch up with the others?
Uh-huh. You catch up with the others, and actually, you do hear some.
Do I see where it's coming from?
And you see, as these 3 gnome, small teenagers, all come like from around the side and are just there, and you.
Are they trying to talk to us?
Yeah, they're talking.
I want to cast Speak Human. Pardon?
Make a clever check. I can understand them.
4.
Okay. Are you? So you say this, and they're kind of taken aback, and then you just you're concentrating really hard, but you didn't quite understand what they're saying, so they're just.
Can I try? I can cast.
Yeah, anyone can make a clever
Speak human?
check to understand what they're saying.
Well, speak human. Oh. 5. 4.
I don't know. Okay, actually, I will ask you guys this. Do you think that Speak Human would negate, like you would be able to understand what they're saying as well?
It doesn't really have any description, but I would assume it means like you can understand. You just might not be very good at navigating socially.
Okay. Yeah, then never mind. We'll say that when you cast Speak Human, you can understand what they're saying. But when the first one goes, I said that was a good thing you just did. You did a good job.
Thank you.
Wow. You're a real smart one, aren't you? Look at the smarties over here, you guys. And he goes, Crackle, you shouldn't say things like that. And he goes, I'm sorry, Snap. I don't know what you want from me.
Oh my god.
So, what's a ragtag sorry little creatures doing here?
We're looking for a murder.
Wow, that's so interesting. The
I
third
rolled a 4.
Here, I'm gonna do this to signify which one is talking.
Okay.
So, yeah. Oh, murder. Wow. You're real good at talking, aren't you?
Don't be rude. I'm gonna take the finger. Like, don't be rude.
You see this guy? You all see this guy? He's threatening me, isn't that right? I think they are. Well, we don't take kindly to that. We were just trying to be nice. No reason for you to get all nippy on us.
You're kind of shit at it, to be honest. Do you want an eclair in the face as well?
Are you threatening me? Are you? Hold me back! And the one in the front is like the 2 grab them behind and is starting to. Why you oughta?
Oscar's gonna like perch on Feral's head and do that like horrific demon thing where his head turns.
Okay.
And Farrell,
Make a fierce check.
can Farrell also do some growling?
8 as well. What was that? 8?
I think he's gonna like.
8 as well.
Okay. I got 4.
Oh boy. You're real good.
I got a 5.
Killing it.
So the two bunnies just look really cute, but the owl and the fox, they kind of funny. That was so cute, right, guys? And they go, yeah, that was cute. Real cute, real cute.
Did you want something else, or can we get on our way?
No. You can go.
Thank you for the permission.
You made a powerful enemy, though. That's right. You know, lots of powerful people. Best watch out for us if you know what's good for you.
Oscar's just like clicking.
I'm gonna ask the ones who can speak human to be like, should we like ask them about the guy in the trench coat before we go?
Yeah. I'm raising my hand.
That's great.
You're really gonna leave her hanging?
They're gonna, and they start turning around and walking away, and they say,
Hey,
he says,
no.
"Snap, crackle, or snap, crackle, let's pop."
Did you just use your own fucking name in a sentence?
Fuck you.
I'm gonna go after them and say, wait, have you seen someone in a trench coat and a peg leg?
They just keep walking. They're not.
Guys!
I think they're done with us, Gimme. We've got a lead, it's fine. I fucking hate teenagers.
Really rude.
I have no idea what they were saying, but they didn't seem very nice.
They are rude.
Well, they were trying to compliment us, but I don't know, things turned pretty sour. Let's just get to the temple.
I know someone like that. Anyway.
Thank you.
Temple?
All right. So you all make your way. It's a circle. It's not too difficult to find, but eventually you do spot this towering, exquisite-looking thing. It actually takes up most of half of this temple of just this circular thing of a large, dark-looking temple. It looks as though it's made of like wood or some very shiny in many ways, and very opulent looking, lots of decor, lots of it smells amazing. Yeah, because there are no dogs anymore. It smells amazing.
Like chocolate.
Yeah.
Can I go there?
You go and lick, and it tastes like chocolate. How? Go.
Oh my god, it's like the Taj Mahal chocolate thing from the movie.
Yes!
I'm like, oh my god, guys, like this is chocolate. This is really. Just give it a nibble.
Go to nibble. Make a dangerous slide check for me, please.
Oh, this is so worth it.
11.
Nibbling a building.
I can't believe it. It's another
Sly. 6.
Okay. So, Jemima, take a point of danger.
Yeah.
Worth it?
Yeah.
If you rolled below a 9, take a point of danger.
I'm at 3.
I'm at 11. Oh, points of danger. I'm at none. But I.
Fucking wow.
I'm
Jesus.
at 11 points of danger.
So good.
So you see this man, he goes, "Excuse me," and or actually, wait, no. So roll a clever check for me. Not dangerous.
Who?
And people who want to understand what this person's saying, roll a clever check. Not dangerous.
7.
11.
6.
Okay. I make it it's a simple challenge to understand what people are saying, so you all understand. You hear this man, he goes, "Excuse me. This building was built 537 years ago by the great chocolatiers of our time. And you just decided to eat it."
Farrell does that like Stitch thing where spits it back up.
But thank you. Now, what can I do for you, sodomites?
I can't speak with
Explain to me
humans or
why
whatever.
you were thrown in jail.
We're looking for a guy in a trench coat who has a peg leg. Boy or girl? We don't know.
I don't know what you're saying, little rabbit thing.
I'll cast speak with humans or whatever and
Okay.
just say the same shit. We're looking for a murderer. The peg leg, trench coat, hat. Probably gives off an air of terrible personness.
Shady.
Shady as fuck.
Begins to take off his glasses. He goes, "Oh, no, I don't believe I've ever seen a man matching that description here. Sorry, I cannot be of any help now unless you plan to make an offering to the Queen of Derry. I must ask you to leave."
Do I think he's lying?
Yeah, insight check.
Yes, same.
Insight check.
Clever check.
Sorry, what? Sly
Clever
or clever?
check.
Clever. Okay. Oh, 10.
10 as well.
This man's lying through his teeth.
Is he a gnome as well?
Mm-hmm. They're all garden gnomes, unless specified otherwise.
So I'm gonna like raise my shackles and show my teeth a little bit and be like,
Oscar's gonna turn his head again and go.
I don't think the teeth. You're just like exorcist. He's gonna be like, I don't think you're quite telling the truth to me now.
Fierce check, both of you, for intimidation.
Oh, say
Well.
That's the 10.
ooh.
He goes, well, okay, there's no need for that. Not in this temple. This is a sacred place.
Like eating
it like
the rat that
Why don't you try again and maybe tell us the truth this time?
Hi. Well, hi. Yes, there may be a man that comes here, but I don't know of him. I know of him. I don't know him personally.
What time does he tend to come here?
He comes here during normal mass. He's just a person. I don't.
When is your next mass?
It's next week.
Fuck. No, that won't do. Do you know where he lives?
I don't know where he lives.
Mhm.
But quite often there are people that go to the poker club. You can find
The poker club.
It's called Whisket Hall.
Whisket Hall.
Whisket Hall.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know personally, but if you're looking for shady creatures and things of that sort, it might be there.
I'm taking like a point of psychic damage for every one that game.
Yep. It's good. Well, thank you very much for your cooperation.
Thank you. My name is Oreo. If I can be of any other assistance, if not, may I go inside?
Okay.
Sure, you can go inside.
Okay. And you see as he turns around and runs and scatters back into the kitchen.
My name's Kimmy, by the way.
Her name is Kimmy. She wants you to know that.
Also, like,
Bye-bye.
oh, this might hurt my neck.
Yeah, you okay?
I've got a bit of a crick in my neck now.
Do you need some chiropractic? I can give you like a good massage.
Okay.
Okay.
So I guess we're gonna try to find the biscuit hall.
Okay.
We're gonna
So you
whisper.
all look around. Make a clever check for me, please.
All of us?
Yeah.
Me! 12!
12. Both got 12s.
Got a 9.
Okay. So you actually recall, now that you think about it, when you were first running in, you saw a shop that had a Whisk logo on it. You recall that. So going down, everyone make a slide check for me, please. Just a heads up that the DC of this is getting more and more difficult because you all are causing more of a kerfuffle and you are also all talking animals.
That'll do it. I got 5.
Okay.
No.
9.
Oh.
Okay. Good for pretty much, that was pretty good for everyone. So I will let that slide. So yeah, you guys go down to Whisk It All. It's fairly dark on the outside. There's no windows or anything, but there's just a simple silver door with a little door handle in the shape of a whisk.
So are we barging in here as well, or should we try a different tact?
I mean, barging in worked pretty well last time.
It did. It kind of did, didn't it?
Yeah.
Great.
But to a point of order, this might be a less friendly place than the last couple we visited.
Oh no, I have a bad history with barging in, especially when it's related to beetles.
Are you okay?
No, the ghost.
What's your damage?
In his eyes.
Okay.
Maybe we should scout it out.
I just want to take a moment and point out that I put this setting about like a year before the events of our campaign. So I think
So you must have some other beetle related stuff.
Oscar has seen some stuff in the first year, not even.
Tell you, Oscar, in a couple of years you're gonna get over that fear. Pretty good. Okay.
I just wanted to point that out for a second.
Should one of us go in first? One of the smaller beings, the little hair.
Oh my god, me and Gemma should go in.
Yeah, go and be like cute or some shit. Maybe you can win over their hearts like Rapunzel in the fucking tavern with all the criminals and shit.
You can talk to humans, and I will make them like. I can make them a gala dinner.
Perfect.
Yes!
We'll be out here. If you need help, just yell like a code word. What should
What should the code word be? Biscuit?
Biscuit. Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
So
Let's go in.
bursting in, what you see is it's kind of like the doors of the saloon open, and you see these two very, very cute, adorable hares standing. As you see these, there's not a lot of people. There's about 5 people in this front room that all look up at you. In front of them is a table in the shape of almost a circle with a piece cut out that looks similar to some sort of like, almost like a Chinese cookie, if you will. The table looks like a fortune cookie. And there is a very pretty girl gnome, face all dolled up with long brown hair, dealing cards that looks up, as well as there are 2 gnomes, older gnomes sitting next to each other that look somewhat related. And there's another gnome on one side, and surprisingly enough, what you see is actually a human man, and he has an eye patch and a scar right here. And they all just turn and look at you expectantly, just kind of perturbed that you disrupted their game.
I'm going to cast Speak to Humans and say, hello. My name is Kimmy. This is Jemima.
Well, and you see the human talks, and he goes, "Well, my name's Chip. Ahoy! What can I do for you?"
God.
Wow.
This is my establishment.
Do any of you guys have peg legs?
And Chip kind of stands up now, actually, and is looming, and you see as he walks over. And you
Biscuit!
There's fucking porridge in there.
You're under arrest.
Sorry? What did I? Why would I be under arrest now?
I can't speak human. I say, you murdered! Why am I Scottish now?
It's been a murder.
It really.
You murdered our...
A murder.
There's been a murder! You're responsible.
How dare you come into my
finger.
establishment? I'm sorry. What was that?
Look at this finger. This belonged to a kind lady. A lady who is now laying in pieces.
Jeez.
Because of you.
Job, go in the back. And kind of the girl goes, yes, Mr. Chip. And she runs into the back. He goes, Ben, Jerry, get up here. And you see as the two that looked related come over, and he goes, now, I'm the Captain Crunch of this ship.
Oh my God.
And I will not have this disrespect placed on this. Now, do you have any evidence as to the fact of why I would murder, other than what I can see as just pure animal instinct?
Do you smoke, Mr. Captain?
Can call me Captain Chip Crunch.
You're kind of mixing your puns there, Captain Chip Crunch. But the point is, do you fucking smoke?
No, I don't smoke. My body is a temple, and I wouldn't sully it like that.
Do you know...
Is he wearing a trench coat?
No, he's actually wearing a very nice captain's coat.
Do you know anybody with a trench coat who is like to carry around a book of matches and who may have a vendetta against witches?
And a peg leg.
And possibly has a peg leg or a pogo stick. I can't get through that sentence.
If I did, why would I tell you? Now,
Because
you
We're cute animals.
say
that...
to get out of my establishment before Doll here whips you.
Do you remember what I said about a very nice lady?
Just got it.
Jesus Christ. Do you remember what I said about a very nice lady who is lying in piles right now?
She's in pieces.
7,
In pieces.
6,
And they're not the tasty,
Oh.
crunchy kind of pieces.
She's really
Oh.
torn over.
3.
She's chopped finely.
Please.
Okay, and at that point,
I'm sorry, I was too busy making puns to actually make our case.
I need you all to make a dangerous fierce check.
Oh, goody.
No.
Oh, I just had to call.
Point of danger for Miller. I forgot your Kimmy.
Timmy.
11.
11,
7.
7.
5.
Okay, everyone who rolled under a 9 takes a point of danger.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, dear.
Okay, so at this point, Dole, Ben, Jerry, and Captain Chip Crunch all begin to they take out what one appears to be a very stale baguette. The other appears to be croissant throwing stars. And one of them has a candy cane that's sharpened to a point. And they begin all jabbing and going for it and trying to, and drastically pushing you out.
Can I conjure dinner and put 3 bananas in front of them, like banana peels, and hope that they slip on them?
I'm going to need you to roll a d10 for me, and this is a dangerous check.
Okay.
What happened to me if I got an 11? Did I bite one of them or something?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I just have one of them in my mouth?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll do like a little shaking, like a dog,
What did you get for?
5.
Okay, so take a point of danger.
Okay.
And yeah, so what do you try to conjure?
Banana peels.
You conjure the banana peel, but you conjure it, you're in the kerfuffle, you conjure it 2 years, like, in front of yourself, and you end up slipping on it and falling.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
Can I drop the person that I've got in my mouth and put a paw on him and say, fucking stop this? Like,
Okay,
threateningly.
so Joel, who is thoroughly shaken up, you put and you say, fucking stop this. Make a fierce check. Dangerous as well, because you guys
With advantage? Because I have a guy?
There's no such thing as advantage in
Damn it. I got a 10.
Oh.
So he stops and he goes, but the rest of them are focused on the 3 of them pushing them out. So you're the only one.
Listen, we didn't come here to cause any trouble. We're trying to find somebody who harmed our friend and take something back from him so that we can bring her back. All right? We're trying to save a life here, and you can help us.
How to save a life.
Where did I go wrong?
And you kind of hear Dole, and he kind of, I guess you could maybe check out, you could go to the shop, for goodness cakes.
Something cakes? What?
For goodness cakes.
Oh, okay, good. Great.
There's a girl there, Nestle Toolhouse, and she's got she might know stuff. I don't know. I've been creamed. I don't.
Sorry, did he say her name or just say the girl?
Nestle Toolhouse.
Okay. Nestle Toolhouse. Okay. Thank you. We can leave now. Sorry for accusing you of murder.
It's okay. Do you mind if I whip on out of here?
You can whip wherever you like.
Okay. And so Dole stands up and Dole whips out. Hi, for anyone just joining us.
This is a shitpost. It's a 3-hour shitpost.
When I don't have to take things seriously. Okay. So yeah, as the rest of you guys are hiding from Captain Crunch and Ben and Jerry, they kind of all throw you out on the street, and he goes, "No, don't come back, you hear?
You don't wanna.
No plans to.
Good." He goes and shuts the door. You are now banned from Whiskadall.
Good.
Oh, well.
I'm forcibly removed from this. Hey, are we gonna go to the cake shop now? Is that where we're going next?
Yeah, let's go to For Goodness Cakes.
Yes.
Okay. So it's actually just down the street. You pass by what appears to be a shop that's 6 cents. You pass by there and you... Thank you, Miller. Every time you all die inside, it makes me so happy. And you all end up walking towards what appears to be a banner that has a nice 3-tiered cake on it.
So
And
we
you
go.
walk in, and there's a woman. She goes, "Oh, well, my goodness," or sorry.
Speak human spell.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi,
Hello.
I'm Kimmy. This is Pharaoh, Jemima, and Oscar. Do you know anyone in a trench coat?
In a trench coat. I do not. Perhaps you can go to Sixth Sense. She's a tarot card reader and a carrot cake maker. I've heard that she's quite good. Maybe she can offer you some advice.
Are you sure? Because we were told to come to you.
Yeah,
Wait.
we were told to come to you.
Is your name Nestle?
Nestle Tool House? Yes.
Yeah. Well, maybe we were told to come to Nestle so that Nestle could tell us to go to Sixth Sense. It seems like how this is set up. Is that? You sure you haven't met any murderer? I mean, trench coat wearing.
I think going a little bit insane. I think like that.
What about someone with a peg leg or a pogo stick
A pogo stick
or a hat?
or a hat?
Not even anyone in a hat?
No.
Okay.
You don't know a single person with a hat. Wow.
Seemed like that. Ridiculous. I don't know much. All right. Anyways, goodbye.
I'm going to make my
That's
ears look like a hat, and I'm like, well, now you know someone in a hat.
Okay, goodbye.
You've grown your network on this day. And we're moving on.
Kate, before she closes the door, can I try and like look in the doorway? And see?
We just want to know what for goodness
Yeah,
sakes.
can I see what's in the fucking house?
It's a
You want to see?
dispensary.
Wait, you want to see if she's like lying or something?
She
Yeah.
sells powdered sugar.
Okay. Go roll for clever.
Well, that's actually it was a good call. Yep,
Oh.
didn't think of that.
Wait, didn't think of what?
That she could possibly lie.
Just immediately
I
left.
was like, oh shit, okay.
I rolled a 10.
A 10?
Yeah.
She seems nervous and perturbed by something, perhaps. She does not seem to be telling the truth.
Oh.
Guys, I think she's shady. Like,
Okay, goodbye. Goodbye. Nice
No,
to meet you.
You must know someone in a hat.
No, I do not. I do
Okay, should we do the thing again?
not.
Oscar?
Should I do one?
Yeah, do the thing, like comparing of the team. This is just a go-to.
stand next to Oscar and do this.
Yep. I'm
Make
growling.
your check.
Cool. Oh, this is just
You know what? I'm gonna be like,
6.
5.
Oh no.
We've been doing it a few times now. His neck is sore.
Yeah, we're tired.
Yeah, you start to go and it just doesn't. And she goes,
This time. Sorry.
I must ask you to leave now. She kind of like looks behind you guys and she goes, I must ask you to leave now. Goodbye. And slams the door.
open it again. Hey.
Nope.
Insistent bunny.
So you try to, and so you end up just like the woman in that vine where she's locked out of the bus, just banging on the door.
Is there a window that I could just like Slender Man stare into?
Yeah, are there windows?
Yeah, you can aggressively do that. She's actually not looking at you guys. She kind of is like behind, like looking behind you.
What's
And she
behind us?
Close
What's behind us? What's
Uh,
behind us?
Turning around, you see. I don't know what that voice was. Turning around, you see. All you see is a flash of what looks to be like tan, as someone rapidly turns the corner. And
Fucking run. Sometimes trench coats are tan.
I'm running after him.
Wait,
What'd you roll, Alice?
13.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Shit.
Rolled a 10?
Yeah.
A rabbit versus a murderer.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, right as this person turns, quick as a rabbit, you see as Jemima turns the corner, and Jemima, you actually see in full view, you see what appears to be a figure in a large, wide-brimmed hat and trench coat. Look behind and drastically speeds up and quickly cuts into an alleyway.
Run after
Continue
them!
to
Yeah,
pursue.
we're chasing. We're going to chase.
Ah!
1 second.
Can I use a spell?
Yeah.
Can I conjure dinner and make like a shepherd's pie appear on the floor in front of him so he slips?
Yes. Roll a D10, and this is a dangerous.
7.
Okay. Yeah. So you see as shepherd's pie.
Yeah.
Okay. So you see as he steps through the magically created mashed potatoes and lamb and all the things, and slips and falls over and quickly, rapidly goes and grabs his hat. And slips into the alleyway by Fondante's Inferno.
Oh my god, yes, Kate.
Wow.
That's a
That was really good.
thank you. Thank you.
Just. Oh god, this is great.
Can I do a running leap and try and get his hat off his head? Like,
Tackle his head.
tackle his
So
head.
he turns around and notices you, and he's actually hiding. There's a bunch of barrels and different things surrounding him, and so he's trying to. You watch actually as he hops over this crate of barrels and lands on the other side.
That's weird. Is it an unnatural hop?
Yeah.
Pogo stick!
Doughboy.
It's a pogo stick. Oh my god.
I'm gonna swoop down and tear his hat off his head.
Oh, that's true. You can fly. Okay. Make a fierce check.
9, 10.
You manage to take the hat is taken off of him, and he very quickly takes his trench coat and pops down.
Did we get a look at him?
Yeah, can we all hustle?
Make a quick check.
Quick.
5. 12.
So that's 11.
Okay. Okay. What you see is actually not what you expected. This is a full tall. This person's very tall, about maybe like 6 feet tall. However, their head is proportionately tiny in comparison to the rest of their body. And you actually see what appears to be is a little gnome hat as they pop under.
Hey, no. I saw that.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
Guys. Yes, I did.
How many of them are under the coat?
What?
I say to the rest of them, I think there may be more than one of them under that coat.
No, that's not. No.
Mm-hmm.
Look in its like sleeves. Do I see several gnomes in its sleeves?
Looking into its sleeve. Looking into the sleeves, you actually don't see anything. It's just a dangling.
Oh my god.
Reveal yourself!
So which one's eyes do we take out?
Oh, that's true.
Do
Yeah.
we take woolly eyes?
Yeah, just all of them, I think.
Okay.
Can you ask him if they killed Poppy?
You watch.
Yes.
You watch as the figure kicks over one of the barrels, spilling what looks to be like a dark black, almost like soot a dark, weird powder all over you guys.
Can I just quickly jump on top of him?
Okay. Make a fierce check.
7.
Oh, by the way, all these rolls will be dangerous. Okay. Yeah, you jump on top of him, and he's kind of like goes,
Try and open the cloak, the trench coat. Yeah.
Okay. You open the cloak, and what's revealed is you see three gnomes, kind of younger, all standing holding each other's shoulders with one on top. And you see 3 familiar gnomes that harassed you earlier. As the coat reveals open, snap, crackle, and pop, standing there, standing on a pogo stick.
I knew I didn't like you 3. Speaking human, I'll say. So, which one of you did it? Or was it all 3 of you? Did you kill a lady this morning? In the wee hours?
Or last night?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do!
They take a second, and they kind of and they all fall down, slowly get off the pogo stick, standing in their 1.5 foot glory, slowly walking over to you. Well, even if we did, I don't know what you're talking about. But I think it's ready. I think we're about ready to chop some nuts. He goes, yeah, we're ready to pound the dough.
Am I still on the back of one of them? Or just on top of one?
Yeah, you're on top of Snap, because Snap would have been on the top. Snap's over here. He's not saying anything.
Well, should we kill them?
There's nothing you can do to stop us.
We just need their eyes.
But it would feel really nice to...
I think we should, just totally kill them.
Yeah, I wouldn't really... The death is a thing I would like for these folks.
You're just gonna kill us. You don't have the constitution. Yeah, you can't
I
rise to the
rip
challenge.
into the nearest one.
Can I take the finger and poke Snap's eye?
Roll a fierce.
Finger. Did you hear what I said, Kate?
5.
5.
Oh.
He bats you away. That's a fail. What did you say, Jules?
I said I was going to rip into the nearest one. We're going to kill him, right?
By the way, that was a danger. That was dangerous. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so you do that, and he bats you away, and you end up falling. You're going to try and rip into him. Jesus Christ. Roll a fierce check.
Listen, my boy thinks they killed his lady.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's an 8.
8. This is a high DC, so that's actually a fail.
Oh, yeah. Is it danger? Do I add danger? Okay.
Yeah.
And
So you go to do that. One of them takes the barrel and kicks it, and it actually smacks you in the face, and you kind of go rolling out with it. It carries you quite a bit. You go. What is this? Oh, that was Crackle, and Crackle's gonna go. Is that the yeast you can do?
Oh my god!
That doesn't even rhyme with best. It does. It. Listen, did you murder a witch or not?
Pop goes. Well, we murder. What makes you think that? So you're just gonna attack my brother without any evidence?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Does the
We're woodland creatures. We're not very logical.
Does the pogo stick have a shoe at the bottom?
It's a pogo stick.
Actually, it does.
Listen,
Is it a bloody shoe? Has it got bloodstains on it?
That's a good, yeah.
Make a clever check.
Is this dangerous?
Yeah, everything's dangerous.
8.
8?
8. There looks like there's a little bit of maybe strawberry jam or perhaps blood on the bottom.
Ask them what they were doing at the house and if they have any better answer than murder.
Well, awesome for an alibi.
Yeah, that one.
What were you doing last night?
All this morning.
We were this morning.
Sorry, what?
We were killing a witch.
Yeah? Were you? Well,
She threatened our university. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. She uncovered a drug ring. There was a lot. You're not supposed to talk about that. Well, I thought that we were coming clean. I mean, I guess that we're coming clean now. And he goes, listen, we were putting magic drugs in our stuff to make it taste good. And Poppy found out about that. And the boss didn't like it. He goes, really? Are we going to say all this? Yes, we're going to say. Listen, if we didn't kill her, then everyone here in this town would have lost all their jobs. We would have lost all our money. We would have been homeless. We would have starved.
You know who would have taken you in?
We were
Fucking Poppy.
protecting people.
Sure you were. By killing somebody kinder than any one of you. Right? Should we take their eyes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear, actually, no, you won't be doing that.
Oh my god, who is it now?
And you turn around and you see Oreo standing behind there, along with Nilla Wafer, Chips Ahoy, Ben and Jerry, or Captain Chip Crunch, I'm sorry, and most of the rest of the people, everyone in the village, and they say, no, we protect these boys. They were just doing what they thought was best. I'm sorry, but you can't take them.
Can we just take their eyes, though?
Yeah.
We just
I
need
don't
their
want to
eyes.
kill them.
We need to bring back. Can we please have their eyes?
Pretty please.
They
If
are
you'd seen what they did, I don't give a
we will
shit.
protect them.
Listen, if you'd seen what they'd done to our witch, she is jelly right now. Do you really want these folks in your town?
All we have left is her finger.
It's all we have left is her finger.
Nilla goes, you know, we would have lost our jobs. We would have lost our income. There are children we have to feed. We have to take care of our people. We take care of our own. We're not going to let you take them. No matter what they did, they can face justice here.
I'm not saying we need to take them, just their eyes.
Yeah.
Maybe that's punishment enough.
Just
Right?
one. But they've got 2 for a reason.
Yeah. Just take 3 eyes out of the 6. Maybe that'll be enough.
Make a clever check. just fail.
Oh, fuck. What if I die making this clever check? I've got
This is dangerous, yeah.
5. So I don't die.
How many
That's
points
good.
do you have?
Huh?
How many danger points do you have?
4.
Well, add 1.
Cool.
5.
I'm such a good kid.
Can I look at the Kimmy and be like, are you sure we need their eyes? Can we have their like eyelashes or something? Is that gonna work?
Actually, before you say that, you see as they all draw weapons, every single person, and starts beginning to head towards you all.
I'm gonna take out the paper and say, we just look, read this.
Hold on, yeah,
You
what-
just said that.
It's literally like Hot Fuzz.
What?
Have you seen the film Hot Fuzz?
No.
Oh, it's
No.
the entire village of murderers. But yes.
Amazing. Yeah. Okay, as you hold that up, you watch as it sliced into 3 as Captain Crunch has got his sword out and is rapidly approaching you guys, and you all are backed up against these barrels, and you've got Snap, Crackle, and Pop above you, like, yeah. And they,
What are we gonna do?
Well, shall we get their eyes and make a break for it? We're not going to be able to fight all of these lot.
Yeah, I think we need to be quick and sneaky. Like, you can fly away.
You can get away anytime, Oscar.
Oscar's probably already gone. He's like, I
Shit.
have had enough of this shit. I'm
Do
going
you want to try and get away?
Oscar's probably going to try and fly away if we're going to be a character here, but this is just
Okay, make a slide check.
Okay.
Dangerous.
Oh, that was cocked, but damn it. Oh, no!
Oh my god, oh my god.
You died? It's a good thing you just...
Did you? Okay, Oscar, right as you're with all your friends, all of a sudden in the back of your head you hear Nora. You're like, where's that owl of mine? And all of a sudden you're bounced. Roll a new character for me. Really fast.
Roll a new character?
Roll a new character for me, Jess.
Okay.
Do I get the thing out to you?
This tabby cat comes out of nowhere.
Okay. No.
He's called Ollie.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Ollie, tabby cat. Just for reference, what's your spell?
Whatever number.
Roll a d10.
It's a number 1.
Oh, okay. So
Unseen hand.
Unseen hand.
Okay. So all of a sudden you all watch as Oscar bamps away, and this almost instantaneously, this small tabby cat covered in like black city powder rises up from one of these barrels on this invisible, almost looking thing, like it's being held, and goes, "Oh, hey guys!" Or I guess you would say it.
No, hey guys.
Ollie, long time no see.
I got lost. I couldn't use this cat flap.
It's really typical of you, Ollie, but it's fine. We need you now, though. Could you help us?
Help us.
We're trying to get the eyes out of these little boys here.
And you see it snap, crackle. You see one of them is like, "What the?" And takes out one of them. Takes out what appears to be like a matchbook, and is flipping it nervously as another one takes out a gun.
Sure. We're 4 fuzzy creatures. This could be great. Being decisive, Farrell is just gonna launch himself.
You guys have a chance right now. Tell me right now what you're doing before these all attack you.
I'm gonna attack one of the boys.
Okay, you're attacking one of the boys. What are you doing?
Unseen hand. What is it? What can I use? Is it like mage hand, basically? Yeah. Can I use mage hand to like grab a fistful of the powder and like try and blind someone with it?
Okay.
Nice.
So Ollie, roll a Arcana. So let's make that a fierce check. All these will probably be fierce, and these are all fierce. Amy, what are you doing?
Kimmy's going in the corner and just starts bawling and saying, "Please, we want to die. Please listen to us."
Okay, make a clever check. Danger.
I rolled a 1,
6.
so I am below my danger.
Okay, good to know. We'll get to you. Jemima, what are you doing?
Can I conjure dinner again and just like conjure my last meal, which is a ton of carrots?
Okay.
I got a 6 on the Arcana, by the way.
So yeah, what do you want to do with the unseen servant or unseen hand?
I wanted to try and blind someone with like a fistful of soot.
Okay. You take that and throw it at one of them, and go. And he goes. You throw it at Crackle, who has the matches, and Pop goes, "Careful! That's exploding baking powder." He goes, "You can go up at any second." And the other one,
Whoops.
you go and cower. Jemima, you begin to eat your meal. Farrell, as you go to attack one of the boys, and one of them takes the gun and just and you
Our puppy.
Oh my god.
Bye, guys.
Fuck!
And just in time, I actually have to go, so that's perfect.
Oh my god.
He died for his love.
Did you just blow up the fox?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got shot?
Bye.
Bye, Jewel.
Thanks,
Okay,
buddy.
bye.
Thank you. It was very fun. Luck.
So, covered in soot, you're eating your last meal while Kimmy is cowering, and these people all just slowly converge on you. Are you doing anything else, or else they're just gonna kill you?
Can I maybe grab Kimmy and Ollie and just like try and scoot through there
Can we run?
and run away?
Okay, make a slide check, all of you. This is
10.
Oh my god.
10.
No!
Oh, we're all
Okay.
dropping like 5.
Oh my god. So, as you all are skirting out of this, Jemima, unfortunately, you feel what appears to be like searing pain in the back of your back as Ollie and Kimmy, I can't remember your names, you guys are dying so fast. As Jemima's pushing you out, Jemima, you feel this searing pain, and you, Ollie and Kimmy, you both look back as all of a sudden there's a huge, giant inferno behind you as this exploding baking powder set alight by your friend who was shot with a gun.
Oh my god.
Actually, they're fucking hot.
And most of the villagers as well go up in this inferno. You guys should both of you make quick checks to try and run from this.
11.
Okay. Jess?
6.
Okay, so that's a fail on danger points. But
Well, I'll screw
well,
up. Yeah.
okay, as you, Ollie, you're very singed, but you actually do manage to get away. You kind of look like a hairless cat now. And you all run through the gates and do the cool, like the dive, just as the entire city goes up and just. Alice, did you roll a new character?
yeah, sure. Okay. I'm a rat, and I have unseen hands.
Okay. So you both dive, and your vision goes black. As Alice, as both of you awaken a while later, blink, as this rat is just staring down in front of you.
Bonjour, it's so nice to see you guys.
Oh my god.
Remy?
I was in He wasn't in the film.
I have the best rat to see, you know.
What's his name?
Remy.
Okay.
Bonjour. Oh, you guys are looking so bad. What is going on? La la, la. What has happened? There was so much fire. Please explain.
Well, great thing you asked. Remy.
Ollie eats him.
Roll a fierce check.
Can I roll quick to get away?
Yeah. This is a danger quick for you though.
I got 4.
Okay.
I go 5.
What'd you roll for quick?
5.
Okay. So you do get away.
Oh my god, that was not nice of you.
I don't like French people.
Okay. So
What happened? I was sleeping in a barrel and then it blew up.
Well, you guys didn't really know, but those people we asked all around town earlier with Doodles and Farrell and Oscar and Jemima, and they're all dead now. But yeah, and Poppy died, and someone murdered her, and we found out who it is. But I guess they're blown up now. But we need their eyes.
Can we not go and try and retrieve the eyes from the ashes? Is that...
Maybe we could go collect some of the ashes.
Maybe the ashes would work.
I mean,
Covered in ash? Am I covered in people ash because I got
Oh my
singed?
god!
Maybe I could just roll around and it would. Maybe I have some eye ash on me.
you certainly try that.
Sure, let's do it. Take me to the goop.
Okay.
this is great.
Hey, white rabbit. We're following the white rabbit.
Let's go, guys.
So actually, she's the black rabbit now, as she's covered in ash and soot.
The black and white rabbit.
Yeah. So as you all make your way back, you recall. I need all of you to roll quick checks.
Oh, fucking eagle! I'm gonna die.
I got an 8. Oh wait, a quick check?
Yeah.
9.
8.
I got a 9.
Okay. Good. All of you. The eagle. It's night now, so it seems as though the eagle has taken time and is sleeping now. As you all make your way across the field without a problem, slowly making it back. At this time, you see now all the animals are actually have gathered around the goop. There's an assortment of berries and flowers and small things. You see some cups, you see some flour and some baking material just gently gathered around. And there's kind of just a lot of them sitting there. Nana seems to be going over and comforting people where they can. As you all come over, she goes, "Hello."
Hi.
Hello.
I don't know where you've been, but Poppy's dead.
Yes, and so is everyone else.
Yeah, so Farrell, Oscar, Doodles, Jemima, they're all dead.
But that is okay, because we have got some ash that could bring our puppy back. Some puppy ash, some eye ash. Come on, there is a special thing we can do that could possibly, you know what, we would just do it. Like, macaroni, you know?
So you walk
Ollie starts doing the Macarena over the goop.
make what even? Can you make a Macarena check for me?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. That's a 10. That's a 10 for the Macarena.
You guys all watch as Ollie the cat does the Macarena and keeps doing the Macarena and keeps doing the Macarena. And while it doesn't seem to be doing anything, it does seem to be cheering them up, cheering up the other animals. At this point, Nana has stopped crying and says, "We spent all day preparing the only way we could do how to live on in Poppy's honor. We made some pies." And they all slowly bring out some pies. And they say, "We found this in a secret recipe. We hope that this will make her feel
sure she would feel much happier in the afterlife with the pies and the spaghetti.
That looks like a really nice pie.
Into the Macarena and bring out the pies. You watch as the goop begins to shimmer.
Oh my god.
Keep doing it, guys.
The body power of the Macarena is bringing on Mr. back.
And watch as everyone in the audience as well starts to do the Macarena. And if you all, I want you all to roll a clever check. And I want you all to clap your hands. And I want you to believe.
I believe in the Macarena.
And as you all believe in the power of the Macarena and the power of baking and the love, and you believe in faith, trust, and pixie dust,
Come on, Mary
you
Berry.
watch as
Do
the
it.
begins to form and take semblance, and you watch as Poppy, your friend, your witch, slowly blinks up, covered in goop, and goes, "Oh, well, this is a nice surprise, everyone. Hello." Everyone goes and gives her a big hug. She goes, "What happened, everyone? Kimmy, you're covered in soot. Oh no."
Yeah, I know. And people died and a city blew up.
"Oh no.
I think you need to find a new village."
What happened?"
Wait, you died. And I remember that you said that there's a way to bring people back to life with the eyes of the person who killed them. So I went to go find that, and then we lost Farrell, Oscar, Doodles, and Jemima. And then the city blew up.
Oh,
Then we did the Macarena on your goo, and now you're here.
Kimmy, you didn't have to go get the eyes of the people. You had to go get the pies.
Fucking hell.
It's okay. But the good news is we're back. How about, does anyone want a nice vegan meal?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Let's go get everyone cleaned up. And as she leads you all back into the kitchen, that's where we will end this.
Oh my god!
That was incredible. That was incredible.
The best session we've ever had. By far, guys.
We saved her with the power of the Macarena.
We did.
This was the best thing I've ever been a part of. Thank you all to everyone who stayed here and watched. And
What the hell?
watched. I'm so sorry. Did I get? Oh, I wanna go through some stuff because I didn't get to it. The Snap Crackle Pop. Are you ready? We'll send you to Levin. Get it? Like heaven, but Levin.
Yes.
You
Yes.
do not know what you're getting into. There's muffin you can do to stop us. Out of the frying pan and into the fire. Up to their old Twix. Don't Maltese her.
Oh my
Stop
god.
it.
No.
She didn't have a halo top. We may be runts, but together we pack a sour punch. Thank you and good night.
All right.
That's been great.
Well, if you guys want to see on a more serious note,
Yeah.
our
Shift tomorrow is going to be drastically different.
Yeah.
Just so
Yes.
it's going to be a lot of fun in a different way. It's going to be very angsty. Hopefully there will be less baking puns, but you never know. So join us at the same time tomorrow. Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Well,
Kate.
Thanks,
hopefully
Kate.
we
And
can
happy
send you-
Halloween, everyone.
Yeah.
Well done.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, you guys.
Uh.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.